one thing that puzzles me is the fact that for us to be kind of like the new society, like the United States is a younger country, and we're kind of going forward. The thing I don't understand is why we're so backward compared to the more, especially the older countries like Germany, all those. But then at the same time, our youth is retarded. As people lead us on. Like, have you ever watched that movie, Fall in Winter?
No, I haven't.
Like, while I watched it, there was like, I think there were studies in either first or sixth grade in the classrooms, the children were asking questions like this. Like they asked them about homosexuality or something. They kind of let them discuss the idea to themselves. And the children felt like it wasn't really anything completely absurd. They were just like, well, that's how we are, that's how we are. But in our society, I don't understand why.
Kids don't.
Yeah, and then when we grow up, we end up being like these completely, we have these diverse ideas where this is completely wrong. But in other societies, they have this, well, it's okay. You just let go. Or little that you don't have to do.
Well, it's a function of ideology, and it's a function of schools. I mean, you know, professors, you know, the present company aside. But the functions of these institutions is actually to train us into thinking the way that people at the top of society largely want us to be thinking. Now, it doesn't mean they're just sort of like repeating automaton style the same message and we like unthinking automatons repeat it back. That's not my argument here. But, you know, Marx had a very poetic way of putting this. He said, you know, the dominant ideas of any society, the idea, you know, the ruling ideas of any society, they're ideas of the ruling class. These are not accidents. You know, we learn gender. You know, I talk about in the book about like just children even as old as 5 have no concept of like the bits on your body matching what your gender is. It doesn't really make all that much sense. They are taught. They are taught which toys they're supposed to play with. You know, girls are complimented for looking a certain way and being passive and whatever. You know, go to any toy store. I mean, it makes me want to friggin' vomit when I walk into toy stores at Christmas time because you go to like Legos. I loved Legos when I was a kid. You go to the Legos displays in a place like FAO Schwartz, which is like the, you know, like Valhalla of toy stores in New York. It's absolutely extraordinary. And you walk to the Lego section and you will puke. On one side, it's the girls' Legos. What are the girls' Legos? The girls' Legos are in pinks and pastels and whites. And what do they make? They make a mall or like a beauty salon. Now we'll go over to the boys' Lego section. And it's blue, and it's red, and it's green, and purple, and they have friggin' helicopters and ports and garages and shit. You know, like a mall versus like a cool heliport? Like, I know I'm a tomboy, but like, come on. I mean, that's like, nobody wants to play in a mall, really. You have to be trained to think that that's fun. You know, I mean, it's just like, we are taught this crap. They pound this crap into us. You know, this is the purpose, this is the point of dominant ideology. You have, and of course it's sold to us in a million different ways, right? The baby gap, you know, go dress your kid in purple or, you know, whatever. You're supposed to, you know, everybody's supposed to be in pink or blue, and, you know, why? So I think, but your larger question about the US versus Western European countries, older, newer, whatever, you know, there are histories of struggle there that are never talked about that have created these sort of advances in social welfare, right? The largest general strike in the history of the world took place in Paris in 1968. You know, massive fights continue to take place in that country in order to safeguard certain social and economic advances that need to happen here if we are to get the same thing. And so the repressive, you know, sort of ideas that often dominate in the United States, alongside, it's both, right? It's totally contradictory. It's utterly contradictory. The same society that has Will and Grace on, you know, 15 times a day, and Ellen DeGeneres dancing away and chit-chatting, has a very popular show, or Rachel Maddow, who millions watch, or Anderson Cooper, to that matter. You know, careers run all the media, right? Oh, come on. But it's these things exist side by side, but it is in the interest of the people in power to actually advance certain reactionary ideas, right? I mean, you think about Jim Crow legislation that existed in this country for years and years. And you think to yourself, if it were natural for blacks and whites to live in separate spheres, why would they make laws against blacks and whites intermingling? They must have made these laws, and in fact they did make these laws, not as the natural occurrence after slavery was ended in 1865, but as a result of whites and blacks who were collaborating, and my God, beginning to organize and fight together as sharecroppers in the South. That scared the bejesus out of the people at the top of the society. And so they had to pound into us ideas that kept us separate, and laws that kept us separate. You don't make laws to separate people and force them not to drink out of the same water fountain or play checkers together unless people are drinking out of the same water fountain and playing checkers together, and guess what? Having sex. So you make laws against them having sex together and against them marrying. So this is the function of the system to try and propel reactionary ideas and reactionary practices and laws on the rest of us, to foist their priorities and their ideas on the rest of us. And it's our job to oppose them.